If you are looking for something new and different for the upcoming Compliance Week celebration in November, check out The Compliance Kids. It's my 3-book children's series on compliance and compliance professionals for children. But they make great gifts and great training tools for your employees. You can check it out on Amazon.com. We've linked to it in the show notes. The Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
Today on the Compliance Tip of the Day, we consider extortion payments. For compliance officers' purposes, extortion payments are not illegal under the FCPA, but are now illegal under the 2023 legislation, the Foreign Extortion Prevention Act, or FEPA. Extortion payments are made for any action which threatens or demands payments for life, liberty, or health. These should be exempted out from your facilitation payments and your compliance program through specific language. You need to do this for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, your employees must understand that the company will support them if they are in any way threatened with harm, arrest, or physical detention, and or their health or safety is threatened. As a compliance professional, you need to make sure they understand they need to do whatever they have to get themselves out of the situation. Some of the situations your employees might face are along the lines of being stopped by police, military, or paramilitary at a designated or other checkpoint, and a payment is demanded as a condition of passage. Employees are stopped at airports by customs or passport control personnel or military personnel, and a payment is demanded for entry or exit. Employees are asked by persons claiming to be security personnel, immigration control, or health inspectors to pay for an alleged required inoculation or other procedure. You can see that all of these situations can hinder or at least threaten life, liberty, or your health and safety. The key to any extortion demand is that it be properly documented. But more than simply the documentation, you must specifically list your extortion payments in your books and records so you will not be suspected of hiding them by describing them as something else. The key is to train your employees specifically on the actions to take in your policy and make sure that if there is a threat, it's not seen as a facilitation payment, but rather an extortion payment going forward. Always remember, an extortion payment is not an FCPA violation, but now it is a FEPA violation. The key is training. You should make clear to your employees what an extortion payment is, and I think it's absolutely critical that you as a compliance professional need to make sure they understand that if their physical health, safety, or life or liberty is threatened, you as the compliance function and the corporation always has their back. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The Compliance Tip of the Day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network. Finally, this podcast contains promotional materials.